Alas, it would be too dangerous to go there by myself. Well, I guess this is the right place to go to by myself. There is a dead man in the basement of that house. Who killed him? I don't know. I guess we'll find out today, in this episode of The Sinking City. Welcome, welcome, tourists, wizards, citizens, and other friends. Good to see you here again. And let's continue with this kind of very weird story. Let's see here. So, he was last seen in here. The guys in here, they kinda took care of him, and then he went on the rampage and nobody knows why. Do you know why?
My head! I still hear those voices.
I'm guessing that's a no. Do I have any new Mind Palace stuff? Lewis left the crime scene and Albert was murdered. Lewis may be at the bar. Lewis the Innsmith that killed Albert Throckmorton may be hiding at the bar in Oakmont Port. Let's go investigate the bar now, shall we? Do you have any Innsmithians here?
Didn't I tell you to stop snooping around? Buy a drink or get out.
You did, but I found out more about Lewis Flynn.
Are they making him thicker out of town these days? I told you, I ain't saying squat. Go away.
You want who gone?
As it happens, I know you owe a debt to Mr. Flynn, so it seems Lewis is in trouble. Might have even come here to hide. But you hand him over and he won't be back to collect what you owe. Get me?
Drock. That would explain the blood. Fine. If it gets me out of this mess, you can have him.
So?
He's upstairs. Here's the key. You gotta promise to deal with him, once and for all. But save the shooting for outside, huh?
Smart man. There's your good deed for the day.
What about the creatures?
I've seen some unsettling creatures around. Like nothing I've ever encountered. What are they?
So you met a wild beast, newcomer. No one knows what they are, but consider yourself lucky to still be in one piece. They arrived in the flood. Some say they come from the sea. Others that they are Kay's punishment for us.
And what do you say?
If it bleeds, you can kill it. Keep your gun handy. And if you want to erase the memory, I sell a perfect cure right here. Remember, better to be a coward and live than brave and dead. Unless you're a newcomer.
What a guy.
Bye.
Let's go find this son of a bitch.
Hey, who are you? What are you doing?
Charles Reed, private investigator. Mr. Throgmorton hired me to find his son Albert, so I think you know why I'm here.
Throg. That darn bartender. It was all that crazy ape's fault. You hear me?
Calm down. I only want to speak, for now. But no, if you reach for your gun, you'll hit the floor faster than you can say poetic justice.
I got nothing to hide.
Oh, okay. Is that so? Why did you kill Albert then?
You shot to kill. No warning, no second chances. You pursued Albert even after he fled. Why?
I can't remember it. When he woke, it was like a bloody mist descended over me. First thing I recall after is that darn warehouse and me covered in blood. I had no idea what happened, though. I suspected it had something to do with that ape. Turns out, I was right.
How did this all happen?
Start at the beginning. What happened?
We were in our house, me, Paul, and Will. Barry'd gone to the sea. Though I told him that it would only bring bad luck. If he'd listened to me, we'd all still be alive.
Come on, Lewis. Focus.
Right. Well, Barry dragged that damn ape to our house. He was bragging about how much Mr. Throgmorton would give us for saving his son. But that ape, he was out cold. Then woke in an instant and started screaming, attacking us. After that, can't remember a thing.
Why do your people hate the Throgmortons? That is also a good question. Why do the fish hate the monkeys?
I hear there's a bit of a feud between the Innsmouthers and the Throgmortons. Care to fill me in?
Those apes hated us from the moment we arrived in Oakmont. Our home was destroyed. We just needed a place to stay. The Blackwood Grand family sheltered us, but others were not as hospitable. We needed jobs, food, and medicine. The city denied it all.
And so?
We had to fight for every crumb of bread. And those Throgmortons in their high castle only made our life harder, always conspiring behind our backs, always setting people against us. I'd love to see them suffer like we suffered.
What a nice guy. Why do you look like
What
that,
kind
though?
of, why do you... Your face, it's,
Oh, so you're here to attack me just because I look different to you? Wanna spit on me, whisper to your friends? What's new?
no, I'm sorry. I didn't know how to ask. I've just never met someone like you before. I didn't mean any offense.
Innsmouther's bodies were blessed by the sea. You're gonna see a lot of us here, so you better get over it. We are proud of who we are.
Okay, sure. Yeah, it looked very much like you wanted to shoot him right in the face, seeing as you shot him right in the face. So,
The things you did to Albert don't look like a bloody rage. A fatal shot to the head, a hidden body. One might start to wonder if it was deliberate.
I don't know what to say. I wasn't myself.
You mentioned a grand family. What do you mean?
So you're a newcomer, huh? Explains a lot.
Yeah, a newcomer with a gun. Answer the question.
Okay. People here are crazy about bloodlines and tradition, reputation. The head honchos of Oakmont are called the Grand Families. There's the Carpenters, who control most of the city's underworld, the Blackwoods, who share kin with Innsmouthers through the Marsh family.
And let me guess, the Throgmortons.
Right, those filthy apes. Now that most of the Blackwoods are gone, there's nobody left to protect us Innsmouthers.
okay, I see. I wonder what the other families are. Hope there's horsies in there.
I think I've got all I need.
Please, Mr. Reed, don't tell Throgmorton about me. I know I'm in no position to ask. I didn't want to do whatever it is I did. Honest, have mercy, please. I have a family. Without me, they'll starve.
This is a moral decision. I was never good at those. I guess I'll think about
This
it.
is not exactly cut and dry. I need some time to think.
Perhaps I can offer something to grease your grinds. I still have a few bullets on me.
Bullets, you say? We have a deal.
Turns out I arrived here unprepared for business. You give me a little something to get started, and my lips are sealed.
I knew you'd understand. Here you are, Mr. Reed.
Better not betray me, you little fish shit.
Please, I told you the truth, I swear.
Well, but who do we tell Throgmorton now who killed his son? Can we tell him it was one of his own guys? Can we tell him it was that guy that's holding his umbrella? G'day, mate. Ah, fuck, he's dead, Jim.
I tracked the murderer down, but he was attacked by those things prowling the back alleys. They tore him apart. There was that Innsmouther fisherman, Lewis. He was covered in your son's blood. That may have attracted the beasts.
Are you certain the body is his?
Beyond any doubt. All that's left of him is a heap of flesh and this scrap of cloth. It's from his jacket. Just ask his friends.
Alas, this was my revenge to exact, not some wild beast's. Something must be done about those pests. Still, justice has been served. This isn't closure, but at least I know now the story. Thank you.
Mr. Throgmorton, I hate to press you, but do you think you could help me now?
Yes, you've earned it. Okay, to think a newcomer barely off the boat solves a crime the police couldn't, but I digress. Remind me, what brought you to Oakmont?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm just a cool guy like this. I'm trying to find the source of my visions. I'm investigating cases of SaNiTy. I think I'm gonna go with investigating cases of SaNiTy because it's basically the same thing, but it doesn't put such a bad light on me, so,
I'm looking into an outbreak of erratic behavior and madness, all linked to shared visions of this place.
Indeed. Then our goals align. This inexplicable hysteria has spread through Oakmont after the flood. I funded an expedition to explore recent geological activity that may be responsible.
Geological activity, you say?
Geological expedition. I'm not sure I follow.
I have reason to believe the flood and this madness have the same source. As above, so below. So I sent men to find out.
Yeah, do you have any discoveries so far?
Has your expedition found anything?
I do not know. Albert was part of it. His passing cannot be coincidence. Why was he alone at the port? And where are the others?
Good question. Good question. So do you think there's a link between the visions and the hysteria?
Do these cases of hysteria involve shared visions as well?
Since the flood, many Oakmonters have had similar nightmares. Indeed, Professor Doe, the expedition leader, complained of them herself.
Waterlogged ruins with unnatural architecture, a sleeping giant, drowned streets, and a voice calling from the depths.
Her words exactly. She proposed the expedition, desperately wanting to find the cause.
So, do you think the murder and the expedition are linked? Is there somebody who would want to sabotage the expedition, maybe? Would that be a thing?
You think your son was killed because the expedition uncovered something?
Is it so hard to believe? I had no news for a week, then Albert, the only one I could trust, comes ashore and is killed.
It does sound suspicious.
Mr. Reed, I want you to find out what's going on. I expect you're as interested in the expedition's results as I am.
That is indeed true. Tell me a bit more about that
I'm going to
expedition.
look into this. I'll need to know more. Where should I start?
I'll give you the address of the expedition's headquarters and a key.
That's all you can tell me?
Let me be clear, Reed. You do not speak to me like that again.
I'm sorry, Mr. Throckmorton. I just meant the more I know, the better.
I am a busy man. I funded the research, but left all preparations to Professor Doe and Albert. When you've finished, come see me at the Throgmorton family manor. It's in Old Grove. Here, I'll show you.
Okay, thanks. What about my payment then?
What about my expenses?
They will be reimbursed after you complete your task. And of course, you've earned some compensation for your work here at the port. I'll also include a fair advance in bullets.
Bullets?
The dollar lost its use here, Mr. Reed. After the flood, Oakmont returned to bartering. Bullets mean more than bills.
Bullets mean more than bills. Oh, we'll even get a new revolver. That's cool. New case. Lost at sea. What do we have here then? Lost at sea. Robert Throckmorton gave me a key to the expedition's headquarters. It's in the northern cover side at the crossroad of Esher Road and Hubert Avenue. Robert Throckmorton founded an expedition to discover the origin of the mass hysteria gripping Oakmont. The expedition was to explore the seabed near Oakmont. Contact with the expedition was soon lost. Albert Throckmorton was the only known survivor. He was subsequently murdered. I was hired to find any other expedition members, dead or alive. Throckmorton will be waiting for my report in his manor in southern Old Grove. Ah, police is gone now, so I guess I can go deeper inside the city now. Oh no. Okay, did I just create 3 parallel universes? Why is it so windy all of a sudden? Oh, it's that thing again. Okay, how did I get here? I unlocked my dayware. Nice. A plea for help. Dear Mr. Reed, I understand you're the private eye that caught the murder in the port. My life is in danger, and I cannot trust anyone in this city. I have cast my lot, and am beyond saving. But the 7 books must be saved, at any cost. This knowledge must not be lost, as it could be our kind's last hope for enlightenment. Please, be the bearer of this light, or I have failed. Mystic Tomes. All that we see or seen is just a dream within a dream. Is that like one of them sobriety badges? Was I with the US Navy, I guess? That's my day wear. That's my wind coat. I think I wear that because it looks cooler. Mr. Reed, It seems that you overexerted yourself while conducting the investigation for Mr. Throgmorton. Forgive me for the audacity, but I brought you to the Devil's Reef while you were unconscious. Please take more care of yourself in the future. I won't be there for you every time. Thanks, Johnny! This is the guy that sent me the letter, I guess. Oh, okay. Bewitched Tome, the Tome of the Mayor, the Wheel Tome, Book in the Bank, the Hidden Book. So that guy still didn't heal up. Is there actually something like a hospital where I can go to get some heals? Pretty sure I should rather go downstairs, but you never know what you find. More lootables. What do you know? Well, I guess I'll see myself out.
Finally, you're awake. Gotta tell you though, mister, you wanna stay on here? You stop making all that noise.
What noise?
Noise? What noise are you talking about?
I expect my guests to be respectable. Moans, chanting, all that kind of thing. It stops, alright?
I didn't do anything, though.
Got any proof it was me? It could have been one of my neighbors. I slept like a rock. I didn't hear a thing.
That's exactly what a newcomer would say. Your neighbors are respectable people and would never do such a thing. Don't think your yellow-clad patron means you get away with everything.
You're not exactly friendly with your guests. Are we the ones keeping you in business?
All these newcomers after the flood, they're stark raving mad.
What do you mean?
You can't imagine the crazy notes and books I find after they move out. Only thing they're good for is lighting the kitchen stove.
Can I have a look?
I knew it. I tell you, no one sane would be interested. And you want to take a look? Well, fine. Take what you wish.
Okay, well, thanks, sir. Who are you again?
I'm watching you, newcomer.
So that is a whole bunch of stuff to read, apparently. Note about the hobo signs. Darren, I think I'm finally starting to figure this out. Locals use signs to mark special places that you know already. Kinda like the secret signs hobos use all over the country. What I learned is that the tradition dates back to times well before the flood. I've been able to find out the meaning of some of them. You've seen the crooked H-shaped sign on doors around town. It means that the house is inhabited. The crosshatch grid signs marks hidden caches of useful items. The V-shaped signs is for barricaded, dangerous places. Good catch there, they say. Still haven't figured out the spiral-shaped sign, though. You'll have to investigate for yourself. And if you see a sign with a cross and 3 Ks, reach for the gun. K. Okay, thanks, K. Oh, what a nice city. New fast travel point, Devil's Reef. Okay, cool. I wish there wouldn't be so many sharks everywhere. Can I take that boat? Is that boat probably my fast travel thingy? Oh no, that's just regular travel. I'm not even sure where I'm going, but let's just see. Guess I should have that thing marked where I need to go to, right? Oakmont Chronicle, Police Department, Hospital, Asylum, Throgmorton Manor, the port. Where is the place where I need to go to? Didn't Throgmorton say he'd mark it on my map? Can I mark place? Treasure, mystery, danger. I have different markers I can put on that. I is very confused. Key to the headquarters. So this is items that I have. This is markers I can place, I guess. Focus player, compass mark. This is what I want. Yes. So somewhere over there should be the hospital. Is this a real hospital or an abandoned hospital? I do not know. I guess we'll see when we get there. I don't even need that boat. Okay. I need another boat. Why though? Okay. I gotta follow Old Colony Street and then go up Berry Lane. And then there's the hospital. Infested area. Nice. Not sure what that means, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't mean anything good. What is this area infested with, I wonder? I don't necessarily want to find out, but I'm afraid I will find out at some point. Is this here Darrell Street? Is this where the hospital is? Yes. Hello, hello. What are you doing here? It is interesting to see you all here. Good day, good sir. Have you seen the hospital lately? Is that Gandalf? No, okay. Hello there, I see you have brains here. This is the hospital, I guess.
Patient or visitor? Hold on. Let Dr. Grant guess. A visitor. Though you are a bit pale, you don't have a headache, do you?
Yeah, just a bit.
The usual. Nothing to write home about.
Ah, a chronic headache sufferer. Fascinating. By coincidence, I was studying helminth and their role in illness before the flood. Did you know that all of us are infected by helminth? Your headaches could indicate that they have infested your brain.
That's news to me, Doc. Sounds serious.
Huh.
May I suggest you become a subject in my experimental medical program?
An experimental medical program, you say? I think I've read enough Lovecraft to know what happens when I do it, so I guess I won't do it.
I think I'll pass, Doc. I played lab rat in an asylum in Boston. Can't say it did a damn thing for me.
Oh, what a pity. It seems as though your brain is already too damaged by the helminth for rational thought.
What even is a helminth? Is there something I can help with? I actually came here to get help, but sure, what can I help you with?
It looks like hard work in these conditions. You need a hand?
Well, yes, actually. But it may result in close contact with the wiles. Is that going to be a problem?
I'm not
I can see it
afraid.
in your eyes. Well, I have taken it upon myself to study the wild beasts, but need more data to confirm two of my hypotheses. One concerns the multi-handed creatures, and the other the vomiting humanoids.
Vomiting humanoids? What?
Those hideous wretches seem almost human. But what could turn one into such a monstrosity?
Jim Bells, a patient of mine, was admitted to hospital with symptoms resembling cholera, but he turned into one of those things. Incredible. Here's the address. Find out what happened.
Okay, well, what about the multi-handed creatures?
What have you found out about the multi-handed beasts?
One of my patients saw them in his nightmares before the flood. I can't visit him, but he must know something. Here's his address.
Well, I guess this is gonna be an adventure or two. New case field research. I'm pretty sure it is very much not my main case, but I guess I'll do it anyway. This is probably super easy, barely an inconvenience. Dr. Grant from the Oakland City Hospital is interested in wild beasts. Believes that by studying these creatures, their origin and their habits, will be able to reduce the number of citizens they injure or kill. He can't leave his patients though, so I agreed to assist him with the field research for a price. The Grant asked me to visit a shop in central Salvation Harbor on Windheim Street, south of Polaris Road. Even before the flood, the man that owned it was haunted by monsters in his dreams. He may know something useful about those creatures. I should ask him about it. The man who died and turned into a monstrous creature lived in northern Salvation Harbor, on Moorland Road, between Hicks Lane and Benevolence Tides Road. Dr. Grant from the Oakland City Hospital asked me to find out what happened there. I guess we're gonna do some field research the next time on the next episode of The Sinking City. But for now, friends, thank you all so much for being here. And I hope to see you all soon to fight the sickness, I guess. Have a good one. If you actually watched this till the end, first of all, thank you very much. And yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe and all that YouTubey stuff. Alright then. Bye! Talking with locals is never easy. But this old chap was one of the